Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my third Dobyns rod review for the year. I've got a super special technique I want to go over with you guys here today that I got to learn at a very, very young age. My team partner that I fish with is an absolute master at this technique, so I've had a front row seat several times on how to absolutely crush them on a little brown jig, Ozark style. Last year, I got to do a video on the Champion XP dock skipping rod. And that rod, you know, as I talked before, is for your 15, 20 pound heavier line models with your heavier jigs, let's say 3/8, half ounce, heavy hook models. But what I'm going to talk about today is the true little brown jig, Ozark style, like the Akins jig, 5/16 ounce models with a super light wire hook. You're going to be using at a max 12 pound fluorocarbon. I use 10 pound almost all the time, and some people even go down to 8 if the water's really clear or something of that nature. So this technique is for, like, you know, around clear water docks, things of that nature, ledges, all that good stuff. So that's where we break out the 5/16 ounce jig. Like I said, 10 pound line, and the rod that I've been using the last couple of years is the Dobyns Champion Extreme HP 703C. This is a 7-foot rod. I love that 7-foot length for this. Like I said, you're not really in tight quarters to a dock or things of that nature where that 610 is going to be advantageous. This is for more like making a long pitch around a dock, being able to skip it up under floats, things of that nature. And then also, sometimes you're staying a little further off the ledge, just working down a bank with this rod. So that 7-footer is absolutely perfect for this presentation. And this rod is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action. It's got lots of backbone and especially sensitivity to be able to control a jig and feel every single bite that you might get. But what I really like about this rod, especially when we're talking about using 10 pound fluorocarbon, is the parabolic bend that this rod has. It has lots of tip to it. You're not losing any sensitivity due to the quality of this blank, but you're able to, whenever you set the hook, the rod's going to absorb a lot of the shock from the hook set with that 10 pound fluorocarbon, and it's going to minimize a lot of your break-offs. I haven't broke off hardly any fish at all since I've been using this rod, and I don't care what fluorocarbon brand you use. Whenever you start talking about 10 pound, 8 pound, 12 pound, you really need to be careful with the rod that you use. If you use one that's too stiff, yes, you're going to have a lot of sensitivity, but you're going to break a lot of fish off on the hook set. And that's where I feel like this Champion Extreme 703C is absolutely perfect for the true Ozark style finesse jig presentation. So like I said, this technique is very near and dear to my heart, and I feel like this rod is absolutely perfect for this technique. So if you're looking for a finesse jig rod, something to pitch a tube on light line, go over to dobynsrods.com and check out the Champion Extreme 703C.